flashlight. The most important thing about the flashlight is you never shine it in anyone's eyes. Never shine it in anyone's eyes. These things are very, very bright. Try to be very careful, specific, and deliberate where you shine your light. Please don't shine it in anyone's eyes. I found out a long time ago that some people swim with their arms. If you're swimming with your arms and you're holding a flashlight, you may be blinding everyone around you, so try not to do that. The only thing worse than that is when somebody swims with a flashlight in both hands. That's worse, but try not
You're the only one.
Get ready to get in the water. Captain Eric is going to give you a flashlight and he's going to put the lanyard around your wrist. Leave the lanyard on your wrist. That way if you were to let go like to equalize your ears or adjust your mask or whatever, the torch will still be here. There's a trigger. If you rock the switch to the side, the light goes on. If you rock it to the other side, the light goes on. Right in the middle, the light is off. Leave the light turned on at all times. Please do not turn the light off. If this is turned on and that comes off your wrist, it's super easy to find. But if it's turned off and it comes off your wrist, very, very hard to find. So please, leave the light turned on at all times. When you do your pre-dive safety check tonight, scuba divers, shine the light on your gauges, and it'll make the gauges glow. Make sure your tank is full before you get in the water. Tonight, Eric changed all the tanks but one. So the game is to find the empty tank.
Okay, Jill.
You guys got that? Okay. As far as we know, the tanks are all full, but do not take my word for it. Check your air before you get in. Everyone has got a colored marker light attached to the back of their tank tonight. Everyone in group number 1 with me has got a yellow marker light, and I've got 2 yellow marker lights. Everyone in group number 2 with Zach has got a red marker light. Zach has 2 red marker lights. Now, what color do we have for our snorkelers? Black. Black? Oh, blue. Blue. And Jeannie will have 2 blue. Follow the guide with 2 blue, 2 red, or 2 yellow marker lights. We'll bring you back to the boat with 2 yellow marker lights. And it's also the boat with 2 hot showers. So keep that in mind. Follow your guide. Hand signals at night are very different than during the day. During the day, you look at your buddy and go, Benjamin, are you okay? He's looking right at me. I'm okay. Got eye contact, got 1,000 pounds, see an eel. But at night, you got to get your buddy's attention. And you can get your buddy's attention by shining the light not in their eyes. Don't do that. Shine the light in front of where your buddy is looking and shine the light back and forth like that to get their attention. If you see somebody waving their light like this or trying to get your attention, Kelly, after you get your buddy's attention, shine the light on the hand signal. I'm okay. I see an eel. I want to go up. Just illuminate it, okay? Don't go like this. I'm okay, Chris. Because then Chris is blind, right? You know the next hand signal? You're number 1. Yeah. So don't do that. And don't do this. Okay. See the problem with that one, right? You're just talking to yourself when you're doing the hand signal back here, which is fine if you're scared. Or if you're going to communicate, shine the light down here. Now, if you are wearing black gloves, they're very, very hard to see at night because they're black, right? So it's like whispering hand signal. All the hand signals are the same. Just make sure somebody's looking so they can see it. It's not a deep dive. Our maximum depth on this dive is generally around 50 feet. We usually plan it as 50 minutes, 50 minutes. I'm sure some people might be able to stay like 90 minutes and only 50 feet. But what we find is people get really, really seasick sitting on the rocky boat for a really long time. Sometimes people get really, really cold sitting up here for a long time. So let's shoot for 50 minutes maximum. If you do stay down 90 minutes, when you come up, you find all of the boats gone. And then you have to swim to the airport, which is right over there. See? But I'm sure TSA would lose their mind if you cross the tarmac in scuba gear and a wetsuit. So let's just shoot for 50 minutes maximum. If you're underweighted on the last dive, add more weight. If you're wearing more wetsuit, add more weight. If you're not sure, better to be a little too heavy than too light on this dive. If you get down there and find you need more weight, you're going to have to grab lava rock. I see people doing this all the time. The guys that are doing just one dive, they get down there and they're like holding boulders in their lap like this big. 2 pounds of lava rock, I swear to someone, they're like this big. Whereas 2 pounds of lead is about this big. So it's much easier to get the weight before you get in the water. Be really careful as you enter and exit the water. Don't drop anything into the ocean back here. We'll get group number 1, then group number 2, and then our snorkelers in. The stone circle's right up ahead of our boat. You guys all saw that on the afternoon dive. It's like a campfire pit. Chris put our box, Zach put the box of lights down over there. The lights are shining up. Hopefully they're attracting plankton, and hopefully we'll get manta rays to come and make it safe and fun for people and manta rays. Rule number one, over there at the stone circle, we want the divers literally sitting or kneeling on the bottom. And we'd like the snorkelers to stay on the surface. There's about 35 feet of water in which the manta rays can swim. If you're a diver and you're in the middle of that water column, you could have a 1,000-pound manta ray swim right into you. Manta rays don't have teeth, they don't have tail stingers, but they're really large and really solid. So divers, please sit on the bottom, and snorkelers stay on the surface. Don't free dive down into that water column. Same thing you can have a manta ray swim into. So divers stay on the bottom, snorkelers stay on the surface. Before you sit on the bottom, shine your light on the bottom. Just make sure it's safe to sit there. Mostly sand, but be careful that you don't sit or kneel on anything with fangs or spines. There may be sea urchins over there. Don't sit on them. You'd think you don't have to tell people that, but I found that you do. Don't sit on the sea urchins. And then rule two is please sit with your group, the yellow group or the red group, and shine your lights up. And hopefully our lights will attract a lot of plankton, and the mantis will swim through the lights with their mouths open, feeding on the plankton. If we do it properly, it looks like this. This is our flying power float display. Can you see that, Kelly? Pretty cool, huh? See, so the divers are sitting on the bottom, and the mantis swim back and forth through the divers' lights, feeding on the plankton. Now, snorkelers, Jeannie's going to have you with our lighted float over here. The lights are shining down, it'll attract a lot of plankton. Hopefully the mantis will come up to a somersault right underneath the float as they feed on the plankton. If we do it properly, it looks like this. I fooled you. It's a safe slide. But you guys get the idea. Hopefully we're going to attract a lot of plankton. We rank the plankton on a scale of 0 to 5. And 0 is crystal clear water, no food at all. When it's a 5, it's so thick I couldn't see Chris from here when it's a 5. There's so much biomass in the water. Hopefully we're going to get a lot of food for the manta rays tonight. Mantas need to eat 10 to 12% of their body weight every week in plankton. The baby manta rays are about 6 feet across. The adult females are about 12 feet across. They weigh about 1,000 pounds. Hopefully we're going to get a lot of food for the manta rays to feed on. When they're feeding, they open that mouth. The mouth is about 1 meter wide. They have cephalic fins that hang down on either side of their face. The cephalic fins act like a funnel to force large amounts of water into the manta ray's mouth. The water goes into their mouth, it goes out through their gills, and their branchial filters trap the plankton. So rule 3 is if you could, please try not to blow bubbles into the manta ray's face. Some mantas are really, really shy, and if you let loose with a lung full of air into the manta ray's face, it can spook and make them go away. There's only one manta ray last night. We want to do everything we can to get the manta rays to stick around, so please try not to blow bubbles in their face. And of course, you never hold your breath scuba diving, so if you see a manta swimming towards you, try to inhale until after it's passed over your head, or else exhale before it gets there. But try not to go right in that manta ray's face, but then it gets scared. We don't want that. Sometimes they come from behind you, and there's nothing you can do, but hopefully we'll get a lot of plankton and the manta rays will be feeding. Rule 4 is the most important thing, and that is do not touch the manta ray. Please do not touch the manta ray. They have a protective coating on their body of mucus. If you touch that manta ray, you rub some of the mucus off, opens up their body to skin infections and parasites. We dive about 30,000 people per year in Kona with manta rays, and if everyone touches the manta ray, we're going to destroy the resource. So please don't touch, tease, or pet them. Do be aware that when you're shining your light up like this, you may get a lot of plankton right in front of your light, and they will literally swim right up to you, open their mouth, scoop the plankton, and rub right up on top of your head. And it's pretty cool when a 1,000-pound wild animal comes up and pets you, and they will do it. Look what happened to Chris the other night. They will come, yeah, I know. They will come right up and rub on your head. With that in mind, you may want to remove your snorkel. I have seen this happen many times. I've been diving with manta rays since 1985, and when the snorkel sticks up, the manta ray's wing can get tangled in the snorkel, and it'll yank the mask of the snorkel off your head like that fast. So you might want to remove your snorkel, unless you're snorkeling. Do not remove, and don't let the manta ray get over your head either, okay? But let the manta ray touch you, no touching them. Snorkelers, you guys lay horizontal. When they're doing the somersaults, they will sometimes get so close they'll literally lift the snorkeler out of the water on their abdomen as they're doing the somersault. We had a group called Elder Hostel about 3 years ago out on the boat. We had 28 snorkelers, ages 60s, 70s, and 80s. At the end of the dive, we had the float one little old lady stayed in the water the whole time, and she's laying there looking down at one of our man rays. All the man rays have unique set of spots on their abdomen, and like their finger. There's 200 we've identified. And the man ray was a little old lady. Her name is Big Bertha. And Big Bertha is doing somersaults and getting closer and closer, and starts lifting the little old lady out of the water on her abdomen with each somersault. And through the snorkel, you hear the old lady go, "Whoa! Whoa!" like that. But you gotta let the man rays touch you. You don't touch them. Some nights the plankton's so thick even that you can feel it squirming around on your face and wiggling in your ears and stuff. Did you guys ever see an old Star Trek movie, The Wrath of Khan? Remember when they captured Chekhov and they put that creature in his ear? Don't think about that tonight, okay? So rule 4, don't touch the man. Rule 5 is also super important, you guys, and that's stay with your group. Please stay with your group. You can see there's a lot of boats here now. We want to make sure we come back with the exact same people. I'll usually hang out at the light circle for about 40 minutes, and then I'll write on my slate, tour, follow me. When we do the tour, we're going to go from about where the light circle is. Just make yourself neutrally buoyant, shine your light on the bottom, look for shrimp, look for crab, look for lobsters, look for octopus, look for squid. We had a Spanish dancer nudibranch on Friday. Didn't you guys see that video on the internet of the bottlenose dolphin that took the fishing line off his pectoral fin? Night dive? That was here at this dive site. There's a lot of cool stuff to see at night. So make yourself neutrally buoyant, shine your light on the bottom. Look for eels. Now who saw that undulated moray that was out free swimming on the afternoon deck? Those guys are nocturnal predators, and they're looking for fish. So if you see an eel, get your buddy's attention, say, "Hey, I see an eel." But don't shine the light in the eel's eyes. What I like to do if I can is I like to help them catch a fish. Now use your imagination with me. Pretend that this is a fish. Okay? Pretend this is a fish. Shine the light on the fish. Right here in front of Benjamin. Don't be scared. The eel comes up. He sees the fish. And he strikes and misses. And they miss like 90% of the fish they encounter. Eels are the lamest predators we're ever going to see. They'll like bump the fish, recoil, strike, and still miss the fish. If you're really, really, really lucky, 1 in 10 times they'll catch the fish. If they catch a little fish, they eat them so quickly that the fish is still alive inside the eel's stomach, and you can see it wiggling around and stuff trying to get out. Now you might think, what could be cooler than that, Keller?
What could be cooler than that, Keller?
What's more than that, you guys think that? Is if they catch a really big fish, right? Like a yellow tang or a parrotfish or something like that. Yellow margin morays, undulated morays, have a trick. Sort of like a python or a boa. They literally tie their body into a knot, and they pull their head through the center of the knot until it literally crushes the fish like that, pulls it up in half. And sometimes the eyes pop out, the gut squirts.